In a dangerous city, where 99% of the area had already been taken over by zombies, a man stands on the roof of a building and starts a 12-second countdown to save his family. While running earlier, zombie blood accidentally entered his mouth, so he fears he might be infected. He decides that if he turns into a zombie, he will end his own life so he doesn't put his family in danger. But after 12 seconds pass, nothing happens. He doesn't change, and he feels a moment of relief. Just then, a rescue helicopter arrives on the rooftop. However, the sound of the helicopter attracts a huge number of zombies toward the building. To protect his family, the man risks his life and holds the zombies back. Eventually, everyone manages to board the helicopter safely. As the helicopter flies away, the city below is revealed to be completely overrun with zombies, with almost no human survivors left. Later, the family is taken to an American aircraft carrier. There it is revealed that the man used to be a United Nations investigator. Because of his experience, he is given a special mission to find the origin of the zombie virus. Although he is now retired and only wants to stay with his family, he accepts the mission to ensure their safety. The investigation begins with a trip to South Korea. When the team arrives at the airport, the place is eerily silent, making them suspect that it might also be under zombie control. Suddenly, a zombie attacks, creating chaos. During the panic, the virus expert accidentally causes his own death, leaving the team without their specialist. With no other option, the former investigator takes his place and continues the mission. They eventually reach a military base, where he is taken to a mysterious room. Inside, a doctor is being held in handcuffs. The doctor had returned from a mission infected and had attacked his own teammates. Just when the investigator begins to think that the mission might not provide any useful clues, a captured intelligence agent reveals an important secret. He explains that Israel had built a massive wall around the entire country even before the zombie outbreak spread worldwide, completely isolating itself from the rest of the world. This gives the investigator new hope. The agent tells him that if he wants answers, he must go to Jerusalem and meet a specific person there. The mission immediately continues. However, before taking off, the plane needs to be refueled. To avoid making noise, the team quietly rides bicycles toward the aircraft. Everything seems to be going smoothly until the investigator's phone suddenly rings. That tiny sound wakes nearby zombies, and within seconds, the situation spirals out of control. Soldiers open fire to clear a path so the team can reach the plane. Eventually, the investigator and his team manage to board the aircraft, but the cost is heavy. The entire military unit sacrifices themselves to help them escape. After a long flight, the plane arrives in Jerusalem. The investigator tells the pilot to wait and enters the city using his United Nations credentials. With the help of local soldiers, he finally meets the mysterious man who explains why Israel built the wall. They had received a secret warning message suggesting that an unknown threat was spreading in India. Even though the information wasn't fully confirmed, they followed a special rule known as the 10th man rule. According to this rule, if 9 people agree on something, the 10th person must assume they are wrong and search for another possibility. Because of this mindset, Israel prepared early and built the massive defensive wall, which allowed them to survive while the rest of the world collapsed. Inside the walls, thousands of refugees were being sheltered. But suddenly, loud celebrations from the people inside attract the attention of the zombie hordes outside. Within moments, thousands of zombies gather near the wall and begin climbing over each other, forming a terrifying tower. Soon, the last safe fortress collapses. Zombies pour into the city, causing complete chaos. Helicopters and soldiers try to stop them, but their numbers feel like unstoppable ocean waves. While escaping, the investigator notices something strange. Some zombies completely ignore an elderly man and a weak boy. The observation leaves him puzzled, but survival is the priority. During the chaos, a female soldier is bitten on the hand while saving him. With almost no time left, the investigator quickly cuts off the infected part of her arm. Surprisingly, she does not turn into a zombie. But the danger is far from over. The helicopter sent to rescue them is also attacked by zombies, leaving the team trapped once again between life and death. Later, inside a plane, a dog keeps barking toward the bathroom door. When someone opens it, a zombie suddenly emerges, throwing the entire aircraft into panic. The investigator orders everyone to stay quiet and block the path with luggage. But when a bag accidentally falls, the noise attracts the zombie. With no other choice, he throws a grenade. The explosion tears a hole in the plane, and the intense air pressure sucks the zombies out of the aircraft. The plane makes an emergency landing, but the investigator is seriously injured. The female soldier helps him reach a research center, where he collapses unconscious. Meanwhile, believing him to be dead, the ship's captain sends his family to a refugee camp. 3 days later, when the investigator wakes up and learns what happened to his family, he becomes furious and considers abandoning the mission. But thinking about the fate of all humanity, he decides to continue. He proposes a theory to the scientists. Zombies only attack healthy humans. If humans were infected with a harmless virus that made them appear sick, zombies might ignore them. The scientists agree that the idea could work. However, the required virus samples are located in Section B, which is completely filled with zombies. The investigator, the female soldier, and a researcher decide to enter the dangerous zone. Moving silently, they try to avoid the zombies. But a small mistake creates noise, and the zombies become active. The female soldier fires her gun to clear a path, but the sound attracts even more zombies. The investigator cleverly draws the zombies toward himself so the others can reach the virus samples. Using the layout of the building, he manages to escape them. But when they finally reach Lab E39, they discover that the room is already filled with zombies. Now they are forced to retreat, and the mission becomes even more dangerous than before.